What's up, guys? I've never done one of these before, but this song is really badass and it's got me really pumped up for the next Coheed CD. And it seemed easy enough to follow along with, and I've seemed to have figured it out pretty quick, at least the basic gist of it. There might be some different stuff that Claudio's throwing in there that I haven't quite caught on because it's not the clearest of recordings, obviously, and it's in drop C flat, which makes things kind of difficult to hear. But what I found so far, the intro is pretty simple. So you're just hitting the open C flat, which I'm just going to call it top string from now, the open top string, and then 3rd fret on the B string and 5th fret on the E string. Get you that. And the second part of it is the 3rd fret on the G string, followed by the 6th fret, and then the 5th fret on the B string. Right, and then the intro is the same chords as the verse, and I'm just going to name these as if I was playing in drop D, just for ease. So you start out with a D chord, so in this case it's a C flat, but where a D chord would normally be, 5th fret, power chord on an A string. You might be throwing some different stuff in there, but this is just a basic item, so. Right, so it starts with the 5th fret power chord, drops to open bar chord, what would be a D. It's a drop C. And I think he's throwing in the 2nd fret on the G string there. You come up on the A string, you're on the 8th fret. D string, you're on the 7th fret. And on the G string, you're on the 9th fret. And the rest is open. And then you got a bar chord, 7th fret, bar chord 5th fret, and then bar chord 8th and 1st. There it goes. And then the verse is just a palm muted version of that. Oops, ends there. I don't play the G string on the 3rd chord in that palm muted version. I just play there. The chorus is the same as the 2nd chord of the verse, so it's the C flat, followed by a power chord on the A string, on the 1st fret, and then a bar chord on the 5th fret. The little riff there is just 5-3 on the C flat string on the top string, and then on the D string is 3rd fret to open, pull it open. So it's 3-0, and then 0 on the 5th string, and then the same thing, 1 string up. Right, so. And the second time around is. Which is just a bar chord on the 3rd fret. I think the 3rd time on the chorus he plays, instead of going to that bar chord, he goes back to the 1st fret power chord on the A string. So And then it's back to the verse. That's all I figured out so far. The little intricate part in the middle, we'll see if I can figure that out. I don't know. But I hope you guys like that. Maybe you can play along. It's in a really low tuning. So you might have noticed my guitar probably sounded a little out of tune because I've never tuned it down that low. But it's the same thing as a drop C, just another half step down, so it's drop C flat. Thanks, guys.